Today, I'm going to teach you a card trick that will make people crash out. And this trick is really easy, it requires no setup, and you don't even have to have a full deck of cards. So without further ado, let's look at how this trick is done. Alright, to start out the trick, I'm just going to shuffle up the deck because this is a no setup card trick. Alright, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask the spectator what value of a card they want to use for the rest of the trick. So let's say they say like king, okay? So I'm going to pull out all the kings in the deck. Alright, so now we have all the kings gathered here today, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to deal them out onto the table, okay? Just like that. And first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this king, I'm going to put it on the bottom. You can see it's going in the bottom. Alright, snap my fingers is actually just right here. I'm going to put this one on top. Snap my fingers is actually on the bottom. I'm going to put this one in the middle somewhere. Alright, snap my fingers is actually on the top. I'm going to put this one in the middle. Face down. Snap my fingers is actually face up now. And that is how you can make somebody absolutely crash out. Alright, this trick is pretty simple and does not require any really hard sleight of hand. So let's just get right into it. So you're going to have the spectator shuffle the cards, or you can shuffle the cards. It really does not matter. And then what you're going to do after the cards are shuffled, you're going to ask them for a value of a card, like a king or a queen or whatever. For this trick, let's say we use the ace, okay? So we're going to pull out all the aces in the deck, or whatever value of card that they want to use for the trick. And when you're pulling out the cards, make sure you're pulling them out exactly as I am, where you're looking for cards and you put them straight at the bottom, just like that. So then you have all of these cards at the bottom, and I'll explain why you do this right now. So then you say, oh, we have all the aces gathered here today. So what you're going to do is you're going to clump them all together, and as you do that, you're going to snatch the next card right beneath the aces, like that. So you're going to clump them up, gather them, flip this immediately, and then flip these aces on top, just like that. Alright, that's the only sleight of hand you'll be doing basically in the entire trick. That's like the hardest one you'll do. So then what you're going to do is you're going to deal them out just like this. You're going to take the one that you deal the last. You're then going to say, I'm going to put this one at the bottom, okay? This is an ace, okay? But you don't want to reveal that's the ace of diamonds, because you're going to put this ace, you're going to say, I'm going to put this ace at the bottom of the deck. Alright, you're going to say, you're going to snap my fingers, and then you're going to flip over the top card, which will be an ace, because this card is that bottom card. That's the 5. So this card will be the ace of hearts. And the reason why you don't want to be showing this one off is because then it'll be a different ace. You'll go from the ace of diamonds to the ace of hearts, and it won't make any sense. So make sure you keep all the aces concealed and just call them aces. Don't call them the ace of hearts or whatever. So you're going to say, oh yeah, now this card is at the top. I'm going to put this card, the one right next to it, you're going to put this card on top, snap my fingers, and flip over the deck. It'll be on the bottom, and that'll be the card that you just put down on the bottom. See how that all, interlinks? So then what you're going to do is you're going to keep this face up. You're then going to put this card in the middle. You're just gonna say put it in the middle. Don't talk about it being face down in the face up pack. Just say you're gonna put it in the middle, okay? You're gonna put it in the middle. You're actually gonna do that. And you're gonna snap your fingers, and you're gonna flip the deck over around, and you're gonna say, actually, the ace is now on the top, and that'll be the ace that you put on the top. So then you're gonna snap your fingers again. Or sorry, no, you're not gonna snap your fingers. You're gonna put this. Then you're gonna take this card. You're gonna put it in the middle, face down. You're gonna say, I'm gonna put this card in the middle, face down, right? And then this is that, and that card is just that random 5 that we saw earlier. It does not matter. You're going to snap your fingers, wave your hand over the deck, and then you're going to say, oh my gosh, look at that. There's the ace of spades. Oh, that actually worked pretty well. And then you're going to make people crash out, basically. All right, I'll make this nice and quick. If you like my content, subscribe. If you don't like my content, don't subscribe. It's easy as that. Thank you for watching this video. If you want to see another, there's one right there. Other than that, have a good day and make some people crash out. See you in the next one.